This is lesson 14.5, part 2. In this lesson, we will use the law of cosines to solve some problems. So, suppose there is a sailboat race and the committee wants to lay out a triangular course with a 40-degree angle between two sides that measure 3.5 miles and 2.5 miles. What will be the approximate length of the third side? So we can draw a picture. This angle is 40 degrees. One side is 2.5, the other side is 3.5, and we're looking for x. So, using the law of cosines, we want the angle to be opposite from its side. So we're going to say x squared equals the other two legs squared, 2.5 squared plus 3.5 squared, minus 2 times the two legs multiplied together, times the cosine of the angle. So there we go, just substituting directly into the formula. And then you put this in your calculator. When you put it in your calculator, you're going to type in the right side of this equation exactly as it appears, all in one long line. And when you do cosine of 40 degrees, make sure your mode is set to degrees. And we get x squared equals 5.094. But we're looking for x, so that means we have to take the square root of that answer, and that gives us 2.257 feet or miles, since all these units were in miles. Looking at our picture, 2.257 or 2.3 miles seems reasonable. Since the angle is 40 degrees, this side over here should not be longer than the other two sides. Okay, here is another example. The lengths of two sides of a triangle are 8 and 10, and the measure between them is 40 degrees. What is the approximate length of the third side? I'm going to let you do this one because it's exactly like the one we just did, just with different numbers. But you're given the two legs and the angle between them, so it's just law of cosines. Okay, this time we're looking for an angle measure. We're given three sides and we want the angle measure, the measure of angle C. Since we are looking for C, we're going to have cosine of C here on the end. So that means the side opposite from that will be on the other side of the equal sign. So we have 12 squared equals 8 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times those two legs, 8 and 5, times the cosine of C. Okay, this one is much more tricky to solve. So first thing we would do is find 12 squared and 8 squared and 5 squared. Then we would multiply 2 times 5 times 8, which is 80, like so. Okay, we can subtract 64 from 144, and we can subtract the 25. So subtracting the 64 and the 25 from both sides gives us 55 equals negative 80 cosine C. This 80 can only be removed from the cosine by division because the way it's attached is by multiplication. So you have to do the inverse. So we have to do division. So 55 divided by negative 80 gives us the cosine of C equals negative 0.6875. And then to solve for C, we would do the inverse cosine of negative 0.6875. And that gives us side C equals 133.4. And since there are no units, we can go with that. Well, it's degrees, because we're looking for the angle. So looking at the picture, it does make sense that that angle would be greater than 90 degrees. It's an obtuse angle because the side opposite is the longest side. Okay, that's it for this video.